From the very start in 2006, Eddie Egriu has always been about helping the community. He has been known to employ more minorities and people in need than any other company in New York.
These are the kids that everybody in the suburban area or in the inner city area are afraid to talk to or to hire because of why? They wear baggy pants or they walk and talk a certain way. They have to walk and talk in a certain way. Just like an educated individual that works in an educated atmosphere has to walk and talk a certain way. That's called survival. These kids are surviving because that's the surrounding they're in.
Eddie started getting more into the public eye when he started helping with a project called Push Buffalo, a nonprofit organization dedicated to mobilizing residents of Buffalo to create stronger, more affordable housing. He was a leader and project manager for the start of the project and helped nurture it to become a massive movement that's still working today.
The people of America are kind of upset and tired with the way Congress has been running. Now is the time for somebody like me that is outside of the status quo to come forward and be a representative that the people need.
Over time, he has built a name for himself not only locally, but for all of Western New York. That's when he turned his eyes to the congressional seat. In 2016, he rallied 2,940 petition signatures. 1,719 of those signatures, however, were declared invalid, leaving him short of the minimum requirement. Even though he didn't get enough signatures, he didn't give up. He spent the next 4 years focusing on his business and family. In 2014, his wife was diagnosed with cancer. But even then, he never stopped helping the community. Other than renovating countless homes, churches, and apartments, he worked with the Buffalo Science Academy and the Mount Aaron Mosque to better suit the students and religious needs of those communities. When the 2020 primary came around, Eddie reignited the fire and the passion to run again.
I learned a big lesson last time. I learned that I'm playing with the big boys. And this time I'm preparing myself in a total different way. I'm preparing a good team. I want to create a staff that has the knowledge to control and run campaigns. Last time I was trying to be a campaign manager, running the staff, checking the books and all that. It's a little too much for one person to try and do it all at the same time, be a candidate. I have to work with the other congressmen. This is not a one-party country. We're all Americans here. And our candidates that are there now, or our elected officials that are there now, they cannot even sit in the same room and same table to solve problems. I'm known throughout the years as putting people together, solving problems.
He worked tireless hours and sacrificed time, money, and family through the 2020 election. They felt that there was a real chance. But that's when everything fell apart. Disaster fell upon Eddie and his family when his wife's cancer got worse. Right around when the petition signatures were due, Eddie had to fly him and his family out to California for treatment. Eddie, with all of the stress and problems, had to tend to his family first. Through this chaos, the cover sheet's format was messed up, meaning if there wasn't a change submitted, the race would be lost before he even got on the ballot. The team submitted a new cover sheet, however his opponent's legal team used the original cover sheet mishap as ammunition for a trial. All the blood, sweat, and tears of the campaign up to this point were all for nothing. Now here we are in the 2022 election, being tired of not seeing any change. All of the funds from Congress are being allocated to a 2 square mile section of the waterfront instead of changing the local community. We are tired of not being stood up for and tired of not having a representative who cares about us.
My community needs help. And as long as he does something for this community, I don't care what his color is, I don't care what his background is, I don't care if I don't like the way he ties his shoes or puts on his coat. If at the end of the day, my community is not helped out of the mire that it's in, that's what I want. And the only one who seems to know the issues and stands up, I don't even have to talk about it. He gave a demonstration of it 5 minutes ago. got up and talked about gentrification, which we know is a repeated reality that we have to deal with on a daily basis, and nobody is fighting for it, and nobody is doing anything for it. But now we have a chance to rescue the city. And he's the chance.
If you want a better Buffalo, if you want a better future, then vote for someone who has done more good than the current representative without even being in office or holding a title. A man not looking to be a leader, but one man looking to be a voice for the people.